Alright, I wanted to make another video and just really quickly show two websites that are completely free and you can do charting and um, indicators and whatnot on them. The first one is, let me pull up here. Here we go. First one is freestockcharts.com. You can make a free um, profile on there and it will actually save your settings and stuff, and you can go over here and save whatever layout you have or open different layouts you made in the past. So I'm going to start a new one here and just show different indicators I would use. They put in a line based on the close for the day before, and I always just go into settings, plot style, and take that out. But here we go. Here's a 10-minute chart for euro, dollar, and you can go into settings, plot stylization button. You can set it to candlesticks or bars. I prefer bars, but it doesn't really matter. And go ahead and change it to 1-minute chart. So here we go, and then you can just click here where it says add indicators and start throwing in some indicators on here. The first one I normally put in are Bollinger Bands. It says where do you want to add it to. I want to add it to price history, and there you go. If you want to change the settings, you can click on it, click edit. You can change the color. I don't like having it shaded this much, so I normally bring that down to like 10. I prefer the standard setting for the Bollinger Bands is 20 period bands with 2 for the standard deviation. The 2 is fine for the standard deviation, but I like bringing the period down to 10. It's just personal preference, but you can put in the center line too if you want. I don't really use that. I find that the Bollinger Bands are one of the better ones to give you an idea of when a reversal might be about to occur. As you can see, the bar came up here, touched the band, and then on the next one it dropped back down. This is on the minute chart here. Down here, dropped down, touched the bottom band down here, and then reverse came back up. Same here, came up, followed the top band, and then fell back down. You can get false signals though. Say if you watch it come up here and hit the band, you can't just jump in and say, oh, I'm going to put, because it's going to go down. You really have to have other indicators to show when that reversal is going to occur. But on this software here, they have it so you can do that too. I prefer using Donchian channels too. 50 is way too high for that. Just drop this down to 20. There we go. So I'll normally put the bands and the channel on there, and you can take the shading out because it kind of makes it a little bit more confusing. But this way you can see the stair step pattern, and as this bar comes up, you can see it kind of hits this level up here and then comes back down. So I like to use the bands and the Donchian channels for that. And you can see it comes back down, it hits the bottom part of the channel and then follows that back down. Let's see. Now we can add in some indicators on the bottom to kind of show us exactly when those reversals are going to happen. Say the RSI is a good one you can use. I don't know why they always have these set so high. Bring it down to something low as possible. It seems to work. We'll just stick with that for now. 7 period. So you can see it came up, followed the top band here, and then right here the RSI turned down and crossed the moving average, showing that it was going to drop back down there. Same with over here. RSI came up, did kind of like a fake signal there, came back up, and then crossed the moving average, and the RSI up here signal that that was going to fall. Now the other one is the DMI, which in here it doesn't say directional movement index or indicator, it just says directional movement. But you can click on like that and it already has it all set to the perfect settings on there. Let's go ahead and take this one out. You can use the RSI, but I'm going to stick to this right now. So in this case, you would follow the bands up, or follow the price up as it hits the top band, comes up, and then right here the red line crosses over the green, signaling a put, and it drops back down. Now, in this case, I mean, here it crosses and shows that it's going to come back up. You could use that signal too. It does seem to be one of the more accurate indicators of when reversals are actually going to happen. The other website is TradingView. Let's see if I can get this to come over here. Okay. And there's this one. It's the same thing here. Everything's free, and you can also make a profile on there, and it will let you save all your settings. It's a little bit more confusing to use, but once you learn it, it can do a lot more than freestockcharts.com. Here I just have the DMI again. Here's just stochastics and a couple other indicators that I have saved down here, but the DMI is really the main one. And I have it set to repaint the bars here, so these aren't all red and these aren't all green. You can kind of see there's a red outline on these and green on those. But same thing, you would look on the bands and see here it's coming up and touching the bands, and then right there the bear or put signal crosses over the green, signaling that it's going to fall, and it falls down. Down here, comes down, goes through the bottom band, and starts to come back up here, but it doesn't really, you don't get a signal on that one, so the stochastics down here would be a good one to use to show that it's coming back up. But yep, those are the two websites that I find are the best for just free charting.